Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here and Bradley. Rearranging stuff, Bradley. As you guys know, or some of you know, that I've been dealing with some depression issues. I don't normally talk much about the depression issues. I've had them ever since I basically was about 13 years old. And, you know, sometimes they're better than others. And I usually can bring myself out of a depression because I've had enough therapy and stuff, and I choose to go the least amount of drugs, antidepressants as I can. I do take an antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication, but I, don't want to have to increase it or anything. So anyway, I have been dealing with that and been talking with a few close friends, and some of you on Facebook, on my personal page, and of course my husband and my best friend Linda. Today was better. Of course, Brad was home, and that always makes every day better. And we worked our ass off. Brad knows me very well. And it started out this morning that somebody by the name of Charlie woke his mom up. When he wants you up, he is very insistent. Yeah. You're not sleeping. Right, Charlie? So he woke me up because he knows it's Sunday and he wanted to go for an RIDE because we cannot say that word out loud.
Sunday.
Yes. Oh, no. And so we ended up taking both him and Nixie. We left Missy at home, much to her unhappiness. It's just a little much with all three, because basically I got to hold her and stuff. So anyway, Brad is, I don't know what Brad's doing. Are you going to turn on a hot water heater?
No, I'm just going to.
Okay. But anyway, he's distracting me. We were talking about, I'm going absolutely crazy, and so is he, in this RV. But you can't produce housing, if it's just not there and you don't have the money saved up for a down payment anyway.
I tried to crap it out.
It doesn't matter how badly you want to be out of it. You just have to make do. But Brad is determined. He said before summer he's going to have us out of here. And I believe him. Because when he says something like that, he means it. So anyway, I know I'm messing with my hair. I just got out of the shower a little bit ago. And getting it to dry. But anyway, so we were talking about in the meantime, because I said, I just feel like everything in the bedroom is closing in on me. I have so much stuff, and I love all my craft stuff, and I'm not complaining about any of that. But I needed to sort it out and contain it better. And so we bought some more totes for my yarn. I had 3 of the big totes, full totes of yarn in my bedroom alone.
Yeah. And it's not a very big bedroom.
No. And you'll see pictures, I'll show you in a minute. I use part of the bed as like a dresser. I have not even a twin mattress, a little bit narrower than a twin mattress that I actually lay on. And then the rest of the bed, because I think it's a full-size bed or maybe a queen. What do you think it is?
I'm guessing full.
Full. We have drawers on it for dressers, the plastic ones. And, but yes, I had all that. So Brad ended up getting 4 totes and 2 shelving units, the plastic stacked together ones. And he decided to redo the pantry. We talked about it, and it turned out beautiful. I have to show you guys. I am so thrilled with what he did. I got to shut off my wordscape here. But I am so thrilled with what he did. It just is so nice. We had a big stack of the plastic drawers in It's a closet, but we use it as a pantry. Well, we got these shelving units, and he did them. Of course, he's really good at set. He does door sets and everything. So this is what he did in that closet.
I are a professional.
This is what he did in that closet. Let's see, and that the shorter shelves that you see is actually 2 shelves. So it's really, really deep in there, and that goes up in it. So yeah. That turned out so nice.
And I really didn't take a lot of time putting the stuff in there.
Yeah, he just kind of put it, I'll rearrange it how it'll, suit me better.
Yeah, since you do a lot more cooking than I do.
But that will be so much easier, because what was happening, like I said, is we had those drawers, but we had a lot of space in between, and we're trying to stack, like the flour and the sugar. We have them, the flour and the rice. We have them in containers, sealed containers and stuff. But then you'd have to pull everything out, and stuff falling out, and it was a lot of wasted space, and it was really difficult. And so he did that, and then I redid the bedroom, and he took a couple pictures. I put you can see the part of the drawers that he took out, I set back on the bed, and that's over by where I sleep and stuff. And then, let's see, and this is the other side. He didn't really get a picture of what the drawers are like back there, but you can see part of the drawers right there. That's part of mine. There's 3 of them, and they're the wide ones. And then there's a set of 3 for him, and then the other set, and there's those ones that he took out and that we put back here, the smaller white ones. I was able to put like my toiletries in, and my hair, hair bands and all of that, and some jewelry and stuff, and I can't remember. Just wax melts, and I was able to just really get rid of a lot of bags of stuff. The bags of stuff that you set up at night, and then they come tumbling down on you. Or the yarn would come tumbling down on me. So, and it works out really well for us, because those totes, the lids snap. And then we cover them with a tarp. We put them out on the picnic table and cover them. And it works out really well. We don't get any moisture in there. We don't get any bugs in there or anything. It's really easy to go out there and grab some more yarn. So, it works out well. So, that's what we've been doing all day. It took a long time, because what you don't see is, like, over here where the pillows are, behind the pillows and down the side is where I keep extra bedding. I keep, like, my nightgowns, or extra shoes, and that kind of stuff. And then I put a pillow on top. So, yeah, that's,
Sorry, blocking out the light again.
Yeah, it's just, it's just how you make do with stuff. There's nothing else you can do is besides that. And, yeah, you see that little red thing there? That's the heater. Yeah, that's the heater there. So, yeah, it took a long time. And then Brad cleaned out here, too, besides cleaning out the whole pantry, setting those up. Because didn't you have to set those shelves up, assemble them inside there? Yeah. We ended up cleaning right where he sits. He had a bunch of stuff piled and reorganized it. And, you can't just clean out one thing, because that room may be clean, but then you've got a big mess the rest of the way in our, we live in the hallway. And Brad's knocking stuff down. And, so yeah, I feel better now, because at least now, poor Charlie hadn't had hardly any room to sleep back there, and he's very insistent that he has to sleep with me. So basically, he'd been sleeping on me. He gets scared at night. I don't know why. The Mastiff gets scared, and he trembles at night like a little chihuahua. And I have to basically spoon him and stroke his cheek and tell him it'll be okay till he falls asleep.
God, I'm jealous.
Right, Charlie? Do we have to spoon you and tell you it's okay? Let's see. See? Charlie, where are you? There you are, Charlie. Charlie, man. Charlie, do I have to spoon you, Charlie? And stroke your little cheek? And rub your ears and tell you it's okay? He has to have his arm, I have to have an arm around him, right? I have to have you partially covered up and then it's okay. Oh, I know, I love you too. You the baby, yes. Huh. Yeah, he's a baby. But yes, that's what he has to have. He has to sleep with his mom, don't you, baby? Yeah. I could never give you up. You're my baby. You guys know that. So we got done cleaning and I feel better. And just that he's so determined he's going to find us a place, and that's wonderful. Another thing that I've been dealing with, I haven't really said too much, and it's, holidays are very hard for a lot of us. Especially if we don't really have any family that were, close family. Sadly, and I don't know why, but neither one of my daughters, they even say they liked what we got them. Of course, you don't even get a Christmas card from them or anything, or a call or anything, or even a text saying Merry Christmas. Never a word if they liked the stuff I made. So, kind of dealing with that, because, you always are hopeful that things are going to change. Year after year, you're hopeful. And then it's like, it's not. I just have to, I will always love them with all of my heart. But I have to just step away, leave the door open, and, but it's hard because it hurts your heart so much. It hurts your heart so much. And not too long ago, my granddaughter said some very hurtful things, and I approached her mother about it, and her mother basically said that her daughter had a right to say anything she wanted to me. And I said, well, not until you can talk to me with some love and respect and dignity, I'm not going to put up with you speaking to me that way and stuff. So, not when you're 13 years old and so, but that was hurtful because it was always extremely close to her. So, but hopefully she'll grow out of it. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's just the way it is, sadly. So, I've been dealing with that. Brad's been helping me, and, I'll be okay. Like I said, I'm not one to talk about the struggles that I have. I've talked a little bit to you guys about, the suicide attempt and the struggles I've had and stuff. I hesitate because there's always going to be somebody that says, oh, you're just saying something about this or that for attention. Not too long ago, I had a hater leave a comment that I had just talked about the bulimia ever so briefly because I wanted people to feel sorry for me. No, the reason I haven't talked about the bulimia is it's not something I'm proud of. But it is, unless you've suffered from it or eating disorder, you do not understand how easily you are triggered back into it. And you will always fight, And no, I don't talk about it for attention or anything, I talk about it so maybe somebody else is a history of it and they're an obese woman like myself, they're not thinking, well, I can't say anything, nobody's going to believe me because look at me now, so obviously, and it's like, yes, I understand. And sadly, you're taught that if you're going for any kind of weight loss surgery or anything, you're supposed to tell when you have the psych evaluation you have no history of anything like that, which I think is so wrong. But, realizing all of that is not the right time to be majorly changing the eating habits with dealing with some issues and stuff. But I do feel better today, and I do have a handle on it, and I can always promise you guys this is a lifelong thing, and a lot of my family members have mental health issues and some suicides and stuff, that I never let it go too long before I seek help, and Brad will tell you that too. I'm the first one now to say I think I need to see a doctor. I think I need to see a psychiatrist.
You've gotten really good at talking to me too.
And I've gotten really good at talking to him. I'm getting better about talking to my close friends or even putting something on Facebook. But I'm very leery about putting stuff on Facebook because you always never know if somebody is just lurking, that they don't really care about you or like you, but they just want to gather information. And I know it's the same way here on YouTube. But, if that's what turns them on, then more power to them, because it is just what it is. But I'm feeling better. I also did get to be outside today. They didn't have a fire going, and I got to be outside about an hour and a half with my music on and paint. And that was so nice. And the dogs got to spend outside, and Brad was outside and stuff. And that was just so very nice. In fact, the first thing I did when we came home we got the totes, and then we also went Dollar Tree. And Brad went in. I sat out with the dogs in the vehicle. I went and painted. I wanted to make sure I got some painting time in. Tomorrow we're going up Tallahassee. Brad wants to go up to, I think they're called the Super China Buffet. So wish us luck that's better. And then I got a Hobby Lobby gift card from my wonderful friend Michelle. And I'm going to go up and I was taking account of what acrylic paints that I need and stuff. And so I'm going to get probably some acrylic paints. I started working with some of the canvases that you sent me, some of the stretch canvases. That's really nice. I haven't gotten to work with a stretch canvas in a while, and you forget how much give that canvas has when you're painting. It's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to be working on that Brad wants to take me up to Hobby Lobby so I can use that. Oh, I have to make sure that he and I both get the 40% coupon up and stuff. We can use that too. And I think they have art supplies on sale right now. Well, no, they did last week. I'll have to look and see what they have this week. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. And if not, then I'll be getting some more embroidery stuff. I'm pretty good with the cross-stitch stuff because my wonderful friend Melanie had sent me a whole bunch of stuff. And then my friend Rebecca sent me some stuff. Linda sent me some stuff. Brad got me some stuff for Christmas. And did you send me some too? Somebody else sent me some too. But yeah, so it was pretty cool. I don't have that cross stitch finished because I just, But I did make the most gorgeous hat for Wyoming that I just am in love with this hat. You see all the sparkles and stuff? Yeah, it's beautiful. You're not really getting to see the full effect of it, but it's just beautiful. So, yeah, that'll be in the bag for Wyoming. I'm going to have to start investigating, too. And that's why I'm making the video tonight, because I might not get a video up tomorrow. I don't know, because we're going into Tallahassee. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to have to go back and fold some laundry. Brad just brought some laundry in, and he's really been suffering with some back pain. His sciatica on his left side. Yeah, so it's from, the real low back, buttocks area all the way down. So we've been doing, those medicated well patches, and also he's been using a lot of this. We get this. It's a back and body from Dollar Tree. That's one of the reasons we stopped there. There's 24 in there, and we buy like 4 boxes at a time, and we combine the bottles. But this stuff you can take even if you've taken the Aleve, because this is aspirin. This is aspirin and caffeine. But it really helps, But yeah, he's really been hurting. Like right now, he's really hurting. Aren't you? Fine. And I really appreciate everybody who's sent me messages and stuff. you know, like I said, I never talk about this stuff to get attention. It's just, I wanted to let you guys know why I'm quieter. If you're texting me and you're messaging me and I'm not really responding, it's not because I don't like you or I don't care. It's just, if I'm not in a good headspace, if I can't help myself, I can't really respond to anybody else. And Brad will tell you that. If I'm in a negative headspace, you know, he could have a conversation with me about anything and I probably won't remember, right?
Yep.
And that does happen.
Yep.
And, I mean, but I had to take a few days out, basically, to kind of adjust myself. What I found myself doing was kind of literally staying in bed and, you know, not getting dressed. And, you know, yeah, I know it doesn't really make a difference because I'm not raising kids and stuff, but it still psychologically to me does. And I know some people can do great with that, but for me, I've got to get dressed. But I was raised by a mother who didn't get dressed for a lot of years, and she would be laying on the couch asleep when I left for school, and she'd still be laying on that couch asleep when I got home. And she'd just lay there on that couch and bark orders at you all day long, and this is when you're in grade school on. So, you know, to me it's very important to get dressed. Because I know, it's like if anybody knocks at the door, she would take off down the hallway and you'd have to answer the door, you know, and stuff. So, I mean, I could go on and on about that, but I won't. But a lot of bad memories and stuff. So to me, it's important to get dressed and stuff. And it's also, I have to get dressed because I have to take the dogs out. And that's where, again, my dogs are so good for me because I have to get dressed. So I have to take them out. And, you know.
And they won't let you get too depressed.
No, they won't. They'll keep on me, and that's what they literally are, especially Charlie, literally really is my service dog. Like today, he kept on me, and there was no telling him no, there was no telling him Brad was home, Brad was up. But he decided it was time for me to get up, and I was getting up, you know. And there was no
Charlie is a hard critter to ignore.
You guys have seen the porpoising and stuff he does? Have him do that on the bed.
Yeah.
Have him do that on the bed, and you're laying there, and you're kind of curling up in a ball because you're hoping he don't, like, step on your boobs or any other stuff, or, you know. So, but yeah. Well, hi, Miss Angel. How are you doing today? Would you like to come here and say hi to everybody? Hi, baby takers. Oh, I know. You're such a love bug, aren't you? Are you a good baby? Mm-hmm. She's a love bug. Got that kind of yellow eyes. She's a purring little baby. Mm-hmm.
She's been kind of psycho kitty recently.
She's been running around the house being a little cray-cray. Haven't you? Have you been a little cray-cray lately? Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. I know. Yeah. She's the type of cat that doesn't like any other kitties. You know. And she still loves Charlie. She still, you know, she still curl up with Charlie and everything. But yeah, so I am feeling better. And Brad knows that when it's time to get me out of the house, when it's time to let me vent, and then when it's time to rearrange some stuff because that helps me cope. You know, and that pantry's been needing it for, and the bedroom, because, you know, you simply just run out of room, you know. And, you know, we got that room outside and stuff. I was able to use one tote to put all my cross-stitch and ribbon embroidery stuff in. And that was really nice. And that's inside here. You know, some of my sewing stuff, too.
Well, and then all the incredible people that have been sending you yarn and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you're moving as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But in the interim, it has to go somewhere.
Yep. Yep. And, well, I like it to be separated out, too. Like, I like all of my homespun to live together. Don't make fun of me. I like all of my variegated to live in one tote. I like all my solid to live in another tote. And I like all my blues to be with my blues and my whites with my whites and so on and so on.
Teresa?
Yeah?
Can I say something?
No!
Please?
He's going to make fun of me.
No.
What?
I'm just going to remind you that next time I spend time straightening out the cabinets and you go through and screw them all up just to try to get to me, I can do that with your yarn.
No!
Yeah, I can.
And don't do it with my paint either.
Oh,
My paint, if you ever looked at my paint, because I have this great big lovely case that all my tube paint is in.
Set that over there
But,
for one of the big dogs.
of course. Who?
I don't care.
Who's the bigger?
They're the same.
Oh, Charlie. Charlie, where is he?
He's
Come on, Charlie. Come on, get up here. Come on. But anyway, of course, my yellows are together and my greens and stuff. That makes sense. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, I've probably bored you guys to death. You're probably all sleeping or already left. Oh my God. Speaking of which, I have to go fold laundry. Anyway, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship. And thank you for being such incredible friends.
Yeah.
And the rest of you that leave nasty messages on my SimplyTweeBeings page or my email or however, I really don't give a shit if you don't like me. I am who I am. Nobody makes you watch me. So.
I wouldn't change you for anything.
Thank you. So, love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.